Hey everybody, it's Carol. I just wanted to make a very quick video over this recipes document that I've uploaded to our group and explain anything. I'm going to flip through it and see if there's any points that I want to clarify. But to begin, everything is numbered. It has a letter designation and then the number of when it occurs in the meal plan. So if there's something that you read something here and you don't want to do it, like let's say you don't have Uncle Sam cereal and you don't want to do that, you can sub it out for some other meal, and then it's fairly easy to fix the grocery list because everything is categorized with it. I will tell you, Uncle Sam's is pretty awesome. It's not going to be the super flavorful bowl of cereal every day. I add berries to make it a little bit more sweet, but I will tell you, it makes me feel great after I eat it. Like I'm full, but not too full, and I never would have tried it if I hadn't read about it in Forks Over Knives, watched the movie, and then I follow the blog and have read the books and things like that. And so it's a staple in my diet. I highly recommend it, even if, you know, the box isn't very sexy. There's no like super cool graphics on it. It's kind of boring, but it will make you feel really good. These are the egg burritos that are a staple in our house. I always have at least 10 in the freezer. And sometimes they're a snack and sometimes they're a meal. And we have Shakeology throughout the menu because Judy and I actually really drink it really every day, which I know is hard to believe if you aren't kind of in the mix. But I remember before I was doing Beachbody, I had a few friends and I would watch them and they'd post about their shake, and I thought, no way, they're not really having a shake every day. Like, they're not really doing that. And then I started doing it, and it's hilarious because, yeah, we really do have a shake every day, and it's awesome. And I have all the different flavors on my counter because every month I rotate the flavor of the bag. So I, like, the next month that's coming up, I already called and changed it because we're low on chocolate, and last month it was strawberry, and the month before it was vanilla. So I have a large variety, which is good because my kids each like a different kind. So that's what I do, and my husband always laughs when he looks at my bags across the counter. But it's a staple in my diet, and I love the way it makes me feel. And I know I read the bag before, and I was like, yeah, whatever, it gives you more energy. Sure, right. But I'm telling you, it does. If you drink it consistently, you will notice. It's pretty awesome. People ask me all the time, how do you have so much energy? How do you have 2 sets of twins? How do you work a full-time job? How do you do all this fitness stuff? I'm like, dude, I drink the shake. It's really easy. We have a lot of recipes in here from different programs we've done. So Shailene Extreme, this is one that Judy liked. I've got one in here, my micro salads from Ultimate Reset. These are a staple in our weekly diet. I have the salad 4 to 5 times a week. And if I do that, I'm pretty solid with my clean eating around that like sort of anchor meal in the middle of the day. It's filling, it's clean, it's light, it makes me feel good. If I do Uncle Sam's in the morning, a snack, usually yogurt and fruit, sometimes some granola in there if my calories are low and I need some calories, and then the salad for lunch, man, I am hitting that day. I'm doing good on my eating that day, so pretty happy about that. We've got some more creative meals in here, and then the salmon. It's my personal favorite. That one's the one I put in, and this is also out of Ultimate Reset. Super fast, which I always cringe about cooking because I'm like, I don't have time to cook. But the salmon's really fast. And then the pork tenderloin is delicious. And the last one, oh my gosh, this is such my favorite right here. I think I had leftovers today of this. I'll make it, and sometimes I'll make a double batch. And in fact, I think I have that in a prep video, which I'll put in the group. I'll make a double batch, and so I'll actually cook one for a meal, and I'll throw one in a bag and freeze it. And that's what I call a frozen crock pot meal. And then I just pull it out, throw it in the crock pot, you know, in a couple of months, and it warms up. Basically, it warms up, and then it's dinner because everything in there is already cooked. Love it. Yay. Oh, look at that. I gave you the instructions.
Did you feed the goat?
Highly organized. Okay, and then after the meal's over, I'll take the leftovers and put them into a single serving bowl, and it's a bowl that looks like it's actually called it's a Gerber baby bowl. It's in the baby aisle, and it's roughly the size of my hand, but it has a lid, a plastic lid, and it's really durable, and it's super cheap. So I actually get those. I think they are 6 in a packet, and it's exactly the right size to fill me up for one meal and not be too much. So that's a little hint there, and I believe I have those in a video also where I talk about clean eating, because I use those containers religiously. Acorn squash, another huge hit. Love it with the quinoa. If you haven't had quinoa before, give it a try. It's not freaky weird. It's actually very good. And each half of the acorn is a serving. That was a question earlier. So you cut the acorn squash in half and you fill it with all this yummy stuff. And then each half is a serving. So you're making 2 meals at one. I usually do 2 acorn squashes, double everything. Then I eat 1/2 and I freeze the other 3. Okay, and chicken burritos. There you go. And another super yummy one here from Ultimate Reset, which is very similar to the chili one above. Also, I do the same thing where I freeze it into individual bowls when I'm done, and it's really good warmed up. Okay, and last but not least, some turkey burgers. And these were awesome. I love them. And easy. And one thing I did also, the night we did these turkey burgers and sweet potato fries, I also prepped a bunch of other vegetables and had my husband cook them on the barbecue for me. So he actually did my food prep. He didn't know it, but he did, and it was awesome. And so we ate dinner, which was the turkey burgers and sweet potatoes. And then I had all these other things that he had cooked for me, and I put them into single meals, those dishes that have like 3 sections. And so we had 4 dinners that I then froze from his one barbecue. So that was a win. All right, that's plenty of time to talk about recipes. If you have any questions, please post them in the group, and I look forward to seeing you there.